Welcome back to the channel. If this isn't your first time around the block with me, then you kind of know what's going to happen. Otherwise, I'm not sure. If you're just, Fascination, if you are fascinated with the reactions to Fascination by Aesop, I don't know if I'm the one. Just fair warning. Going to try to listen to the song first. I've got some lyrics up in the background and go from there. Is what I think. I certainly don't know what the artist thinks. Just what I think. Let's go.
Shook in a Casper, illustrate beautiful disaster. Fly to the mothership, lift a badge of the malefactor. Marionette versus the threat of wire cutter function. Stereotypical Grinch bashing your pumpkin. Plug. By the count of your warrior had slim batch before gestation segment ended and had a platoon of embryonic remnants to the game board. Released Japanese beetle swarm to counter the spread of bitch crops. Demolish the harvest and herd colony out of media. One massive attack, on it, confronted and gutted. Most pungent component cloned in outrageous bunches. Grimacing faces to the knots of my shoelaces. I'ma show you all the phases of a fuck up. Plucking the pedals, but every rose had its thorn. Consider that first warning, second will be good times, laughs, and epitaphs. As a matter of basic principle, next I set my boat to sail. I won't always be there for you tugging on my coattail. Family, stuck, voids of the SS Mortar. Who you think put that unseen iceberg in the water? Manufacture flotsam and jetsam from out your charter. We got the ones pushovers, pushing back a little harder now. Blink, I think I can. I got grips, muck rake, I made you spin circles round sunken ships. Walking invisible city, I lost clans, and he's jealous cause my silhouette had more dimensions than his game plan. Fascination. And everything I do I'm fascinated with. That's why I pass the hated wasteland with a grin. Cause in the end I got my passions while you splash in a puddle of trying to pick apart the puzzle. Fascination. And everything I do I'm fascinated with. That's why I pass the jaded grips to competitors who initiate disturbance with a smirk. I feel I got direction and everything I touch magnificent. Picking apart a drunken township, sitting in the rain, busting the nails my crown's bound with. If I had an anchor, I would lay it in a deserted mark to data. Earth stood still while I complete my search. You wanted illusions and falsified life comfort systems. As boy in the bubble, huddled up the simple Simon subtle born tomahawk. Shock the peanut gallery loopy, the basic cutesy groupie, Cupid dog community. And I'm hung in a virtual skin and bones, emaciated ringworm, circus freak, bloodthirsty intern, trainee urchin feast with a delectable style compiled that would stand above a child's yellow brick vision of slick living. I observed the stories from my fire escape observatory. First I heard the glory, then desert the herbs that worded poorly understood. Well, maybe a pat on the back for the lucky losers who truly felt they were born to touch the music. I catalog cats as welcome mats, and for the ones insisting on dimming the stars, I want my sneakers extra hard. I wish upon a penny toss that every servant will betray his gatekeeper and leap to reap the freedom fighter mad galaxy. Huff the war gas vapors and cram hard for tomorrow. Brother, I own twice my weight in patience. Be it padded, cubicle, or beautiful tomb, I'll be listening to you whistling that more suitable tune. It's fascination. And everything I do I'm fascinated with. That's why I pass the hated wasteland with a grin. Cause in the end I got my passions while you splash in a puddle of trying to pick apart the puzzle. Fascination. And everything I do I'm fascinated with. That's why I pass the jaded grips and competitors who initiate disturbance with a smirk. Cause I feel I got direction in my work. Fascination. Fascination. And everything I do I'm fascinated with. That's why I pass the community using me to no avail. Fascination. And everything I do I'm fascinated with. I know what I employ, and they somehow match this polar opposites track. Fascination.
Cool. Fascination. Aesop Rock afloat. Gosh. Each individual component, I'm not gonna be. I don't think I'd understand what each thing means. But if I had to just guess off the top of my head, and I usually don't keep it short, but this feels like knowing you're different at the game there's I's and U's. So there's two different subject matters here. There's reflection on self and then reflecting on what others are doing with the same, I think, moments in time, if you will, or situations. But in the end, it's like, hey, where do you come up with this shit? Dude, I am interested by life and I'm not confined by the current system. I just don't care. Do what I want. Everything interests me. And then I don't know. I kind of think that's what it feels like it's about. Now, I'm sure it's probably something about way deeper. It's probably got like 4 different meanings. But you think of some of, I look at some of the bars, the lines, and it's, I'm going to do what I do. It's a different path. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm curious. I got a lot of time on my hands for the next week. No reactions, plenty of time to answer comments finally. So I will search out these answers, maybe find them in the comments and see. But yeah, this one really feels like, yeah, it's why I don't fit your mold. If I had to, write a blurb for it, that's kind of how it feels. I don't, there's all kinds of people who'll tell me what they think they know. I'll go from here, and I think we'll just go on to another track off Float. They don't all have to be 20 minutes. I definitely liked it. I definitely think that's cool. I personally find a little a common ground in the just being fascinated idea. It turns out a little interest can go a long ways. I'm sure you have your own. I know I got a list of things that I think are really cool, and if I stumble across them, like, wow, how does that work? Why does that work? Why is it? Fascination, curiosity, interest in other things than just, hey, if I follow this formula, I'll get it right. You let me know what you think. Later.